Tom. Good morning.
Hey, how we doing?
How much, man? Hopefully you had a good week.
Yeah, it's been good. Just winding down into Christmas. Can't believe it's coming so quickly. I've got presents to go and buy.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm gonna be out traveling with family, headed down to Florida. So
Nice.
yeah, today will be my last day really paying attention to the market this week. I mean, essentially it's gonna be a pretty dead PA pretty much all week, most likely.
Mm-hmm.
So there probably won't be much going on. Critical to definitely hold a runner. I have alerts set for lower setups still, but I'm not sure. Unless we have a headline, it'll be tough for ES to get that kind of volatility this week.
Yeah, it seems like it. I did check the news calendar. There's not much on there except GDP, preliminary GDP, quarter over quarter, and then jobless claims. Those are on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yep.
So not sure if those will be significant enough to do anything. But the plan for today then. Actually, before we get into that, what were your thoughts on his entry from Friday at where were we? We were 68.32. I mean, he took the entry in the pre-market here,
Yeah.
and I mean, you
Um,
can't even see that. Obviously, it was a major level, but
yeah.
the significant low he sort of mentioned was like the 2 p.m. Well, sorry, 2 a.m. low. You can't even
Uh-huh.
see it on a 30-minute chart. There's just this little guy in here. Um,
Yeah. It definitely is a small kind of low. I get that it's actionable because it's at a major like level. Um, I'll be honest with you, it wasn't really something I really cared to look for or play, especially given OPEX. And I know he said that as well, that even with him, he only took it, it seems like I think he only took it 25% sized, right? He
mhm.
didn't even really take it full size. So, um, yeah, I'm okay not taking something like that. Um, but I see probably with some of the acceptance, it seemed like with the basing, it kind of felt good taking it there. Although he also took it interestingly, where I don't know if I would have taken it the same time and the same way he took it.
I'm just trying to get back to it on a 2 minute to see it, but I mean, he called it. He classified it as type 1 acceptance, which I was like, I guess I'm confused.
Yeah,
So yeah, like this is it, 68.32. We had this little 10 point kind of dip into it here. Yeah, right around 2:45 Eastern time the night before. So I mean, it was only a 10 point dip, not even. But I suppose it's the confluence between that and 68.32 being a major level. And then he's just looking at this guy, quick test beneath, and he called it type 1 acceptance, but we've only dipped 4 points beneath it. I think AT pointed out that yeah, we did return to it and then dip again, so that's why he's probably calling it type 1 acceptance. But man, I mean, I'll be honest, this didn't even register for me. I mean, yeah, of course I was aware of the level at 68.32, but as far as this being like an actionable setup, that one passed me by.
yeah,
Anyway,
yeah. I feel you on that.
I don't want to dwell on that. That's not why we're here. Let's get back to today then. So, just fast forwarding. Yeah, so obviously we've gapped up a little bit from Friday into Sunday, and now we're just pushing higher. We're actually breaking above this 69.16, which I marked on my chart as a breakdown level from I think the week before last, kind of one of those major levels that we failed and put in a pretty significant sell in beneath, but obviously reclaiming that now. I've got my first alert set for 69.01. here, just looking for a sweep of the Sunday low. Maybe if we can partially fill the gap or completely fill the gap, that's a potential setup here. Obviously be looking for something like that. And then the 78 I think is a bit more appealing now. So my runner stop, obviously looking at this late day low from Friday, my runner stop from Thursday, I didn't have a trade on Friday. My runner stop from Thursday is, I think I've got it at 72 or 74 or something like that. So if that triggers, I'll be looking to re-engage here at 78 or potentially lower. But yeah, I think it's going to be hard to squeeze out that kind of volatility this morning. We'll see. Okay. Well,
Yeah. Same kind of for me. The 6900 Sunday evening low is a spot I'm eyeing. Um, if not the 78, if not the 67 below. Again, I would say, this is a good week, I think, for everyone. Just set your alerts at spots you're interested in. And if PA is dead, no need to, stare at it 8 hours a day. Just set your alerts, and if we get something cool, we can engage in them and kind of run through the normal process. But on weeks like these, holiday weeks, no need to, I think something me and Tim talk about all the time, which is, save your mental capital. So there's days and sessions where you really need it, where you kind of have to be on the screen all day just because of, how fast price is moving and the amount of setups that's going through. And then there's times where it's you can kind of recognize that, hey, there's not much going on, so let me just save my mental capital for days that do have a lot of stuff going on. And these kind of next 2 weeks with the holidays is a perfect time to I think to recognize that. So at least for myself, I will be very just hands off on staring at this all day. I'll set my alerts. If we get something, we'll be back at the screens. But if not, no worries. Everyone hopefully has a runner, and that will help eliminate FOMO here.
hmm yeah, I couldn't agree more. If you really want to do something, maybe go and back test some trades, maybe some ones you tripped up on from the previous weeks. Go and replay those, see if you can learn something, but don't waste time staring at nothing happening. For me, for the rest of the week, I'm not going to be doing these tomorrow and Wednesday, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be around next week. I may be traveling with family, but obviously we'll kick them off on a regular basis come the first of the year. So we'll see you in the chat, and yeah, be safe out there. Have a good Christmas, and catch you next time.
All right, see you guys.